The agents are coming. And what I mean by the agents are coming is that we're seeing over the next 4 quarters, large-scale adoption of agentic enterprise. And the reason for that is that the major cloud data infrastructure players are all introducing different methods to be able to make it really easy to build agents on them. You've seen that announcement over the past 2 weeks. Both Snowflake and Databricks acquired hosted Postgres companies. The reason wasn't because they just want purely an operational data store to keep customers in them. I think it's part of it, but I think the bigger picture is that agents need the ability, they need ephemeral storage. They need the ability to write data to a database, spin it up quickly, write data to it, do something with that data, spin it down. And they need to do that at scale. Our expectation is that, like, when we talk to an average customer, let's just say you have 1,000 data consumers, running queries, requesting access to data daily. As the agents come in, we expect about 100x that. That's generally what everyone is kind of feeling. So you go from 1,000 to 100,000 potential data consumers wanting access to data, doing something with data every day. It's a different scale. And that scale requires a different philosophy as to how you approach things. Specifically, if you need to make it enterprise grade ready, you need really good governance and you need good oversight as to how the whole process is working. And that's where this new middleware tier is coming into play. And Immuta is taking part of that. And what we're doing to make this agentic enterprise work is 3 main areas where we have to focus. And we are doing this now. We've been working with both Snowflake and Databricks to ensure that we have native access controls, as well as the ability to provision access within Postgres. That gives us the ability, not only as an operational data store, to provide the necessary policy management, as well as the provisioning request workflows through that storage, but also the ability to observe and audit consistently across all of these compute environments. But we're going to continue to add more. These agents aren't going to just focus on one environment. They want to go extremely broad as well. And so that's what we're doing right now. We'll be adding between 8 to 12 new native connectors this year, with 3 more over the next quarter. So we're going to be moving quick every quarter, adding 2, 3 more connectors. And that's going to also walk into the BI layer. We expect to support Power BI this year. We're going to be supporting legacy data infrastructure. So we want to go broad to be able to support this agentic movement. The next area, though, is that these agents need the ability to find and request access to data just like a human. These enterprises have invested for years in catalogs. These catalogs are expressive. They've documented the details, like a library of every data source that they have in the company. We, Immuta, are going to deeply integrate into these catalogs. So that way, as these non-humans, as well as the humans, go and use those to discover data, we're going to be the provisioning arm of these. We want to be the last mile. When you request access to it, it's not a ticket, it's Immuta provisions it. We want to get it. Agents can't depend on a ticket. You can't have hundreds of thousands of tickets a day. That would just overwhelm IT. It would overwhelm your governance arm. Immuta is going to solve that problem. And the way we're doing that is we've introduced a provisioning platform over the past quarter. And we're going to build on that provisioning platform. And we want to make that tightly coupled with the catalog. So as agents call through the catalog, we can actually deliver secure access to it through risk-based decisioning as well as policy-based decision. The third piece is our own AI. We talked about the scale of agents, 100x more consumers. You can't just do it the same way. You can't manage access by tickets. So we need intelligence wrapped around when humans have to make decisions on agentic access rights. Humans need guidance through AI to scale them. What is the risk of the approval? Can I just automate access? Can we recommend policy? So we'll be introducing a policy recommender so that way we can add more automation around access rights. A lot of these domains-oriented agents should just get automated access. We shouldn't have a human have to approve it every time. So our policy recommendation AI will be introduced this next quarter, and that'll help guide that along. We're also going to continue to build on our review assist AI, which is helping humans when that human does need to intervene. What's the risk of giving access? And we use the context of the agent, historical approvals, the domain of data, the sensitivity of data. We take all of that context and we build a risk-based recommendation. And then the last area of AI that we're going to continue to build out is on the Copilot side, is again, exposing that endpoint to where agents can also curate and analyze the metadata that we have. We have lots of metadata about the users. We have metadata about the data. So we can leverage that and also help an agent make decisions. So, and what that's going to turn into is our own agentic governor. And we will be building this and release our first agentic governor by the end of this fiscal year. And the idea being is an agent can actually request access and work with another agent to be able to negotiate access rights, and through our policy exception service. And that, in my opinion, is kind of the longer term vision of Immuta. Is by next fiscal year, Immuta becomes an agentic governance company, one that is provisioning access through our own agents to help augment humans in these large enterprises who are dealing with millions upon millions of data consumers daily.